Hey there guys, it's Young Bull Guagio here, and today I'm going to be talking about the top 5 decks in the current meta. And actually, I'll narrow it down to the top 3. Because top 5, there's not really 5. There's 3. So number 1, now that we have Shining Victories, I shall be pulling up my own deck profile, but you guys will get the general idea. It might not be the most recent one, because this version of YGO is still outdated. For some reason, they'll update it eventually. Hopefully. Damn, how long ago did I make Cosmos? Whoop. Ah, there it is. So number 1, Cosmo. Now with the addiction, not addiction, addition of Dark Lady, this deck has another super expensive card, and it's a high level pilot, which is amazing because the pilots themselves are what makes the deck good. The ships float, with the pilots being able to bring up the ship so quickly and smoothly is just amazing. I mean, you really can't find a way to get around how good the pilots are. Because if you ever fiendish them, boom, they just vanish. You can never, unless you have an effect that negates any effect, any monster effect, then you can't. Then and it does not target it, then you won't be able to do anything because the fact that all their stuff targets, well, anything that would target, if it's on the bigger ships, the only ones who are like a bit disqualified in this are the 3 slip riders right there. The big ships can't be targeted, so you can't really skill drain them or anything. So you can't really finish them. The pilots just banish, so then you can't finish them in the first place. So looking at a ship, and then you still can't finish that, and then they blow something up usually. So overall, it's just a bit ridiculous how consistent this deck is, which with all its ability to search, special summon, and recycle things endlessly. So honestly, it just makes the deck really good. Number 2, Monarchs. The greatest deck with no extra deck, and the budget player's hero. Pretty much just an overall really good deck. Didn't get hit by the last ban list. It's been around for a very long time, so it has lots of stocked up support. And with the addition of Domain and the 2 new Monarchs plus the Idolson Data Engine, it's made this deck pretty damn competitive, and it just craps on most other decks because of how well and fast it controls people. For example, Erebus. If somebody drops something on you first turn, they're either taking something out your hand or they're shuffling something into the deck. So, like, bye bye Dark Destroyer, because this don't target. Thestalos. Even better, they get to peek at your entire hand if they're going first and then discard something. And you take life points equal to that monster. And if it was a monster, you take life damage equal to that monster's level times 200. So, I see a Dark Destroyer in hand or a Dark Eclipser in hand. Pitch that, you take 18. Ridiculous. And then, pretty much, the Queen of the New Monarchs, Aether. Ridiculous, you can summon during your opponent's turn, which is alright ability within itself because it allows you, sort of like how the Cosmos can tag out, you can just tribute one of your monsters, special summon her, then you can get any of the spells in the grave, and then you bring out Karaz. Karaz can blow up any floodgate pretty much, or anything else they might be doing, making it really, really good. And surprisingly versatile because it can give you draw power, and it can get rid of obstacles, making it one of the most versatile cards in the deck. And last, which is now in third, because the mirror match is the most brutal thing I've ever seen. I'm about to get to it. Phantom Knights. This is my janky build right here. But Phantom Knights are just slaughtered now. Because in the mirror match, I reveal Dante. I reveal Leviera. GG. And by that I mean with the new cherry blossom card. It's really easy to get around them because all they have to do, if you're going against Cosmos, they side in the Winter Cherry and Snow Blossom, and like one Dante into the extra deck because they have plenty of space for it. Boom, it's completely gone. Your Dante is completely useless. It's banished, and you're never getting it back. At this point in the game, you're probably gonna lose because you lost all your ability. You lost your main engine of the deck, and you just can't really find a way around losing that engine because that allows you to go into your Beatrice. That allows you to go into your if your Beatrice gets killed, that allows you to go into your Pilgrim, and like all the plays that you could have had are now gone. And then the honorable mentions of what's rising in the current meta. Despots. I feel like lots of people are hopping onto that bandwagon now. With the addition of 9 in base, because 9, the hype despot, the ultra hyped common, just being able to have an Archimedes who you can't destroy and can pretty much get to like 12,000 easy. And if they don't have them, and they have a monster in attack mode, that's game. Then on top of that, there is Mermails, which haven't gotten any new support in the set, but their support in Breakers of Shadow was over the top, mainly just Neptibus. Neptibus was too good. And he made the deck pretty. He brought back to competitiveness because now with Deep Sea Diva, you can just normal Deep Sea, special summon Neptibus, Neptibus effects, bring out Abystius. Then you get the Dragoons play, you get the Marksman, you blow up their board a bit, get a nice little Tatsunoko. If you have another Abystius or any of the other ones in your hand, you can pretty much just go synchro for 10, you get Leo. He can only be targeting your main phase 2, so that's ridiculous. Then you have Abystius, and you can just tribute, so he can attack again. So if you have any other water monsters on the field, game. I mean, it's something as simple as that, where they opened up an entire game and they blew up your back row, they blew up your monsters, and you're not doing anything. Which is why Draco Slayer Magic Specters have like an amazing matchup against them because they can't do anything. Because they're all monster effects and special summoning, so Tempest. And then they can't target any of the Draco Specters. So those are pretty much my top 5. Oh yeah, I can't forget Dark Draco Pals. They are still a thing, not being played as heavily, but they are still pretty damn powerful. I mean, with all the hits they've taken, they're not going to be tier 0 anymore. Konami's trying to make sure that it can't be tier 0 ever again. But that might be a good thing because maybe the game's not ready for the pendulum mechanic, because good deck with pendulum mechanics always just seem to get abused viciously. I mean, they pretty much killed the Draco Slayers because just how good they were with the pendulum mechanic. So yeah, that was pretty much my top 3, the top 3 decks of the current meta. And so yeah, top 3 decks of the current meta and some honorable mentions. But anyways, guys, this has been Young Volk here. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a nice day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, comment so I can interact with you. And please post any questions you have in the comment box in the comments, and I'll make sure to answer them immediately. Thank you for watching, and Young Volk out.